Stranger Things Volume 2, guys, trailer's out and it rocked! Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. On today's show, Bradley Cooper gets mocked. Steve-O talks to Bam. Natalie Portman works out for Thor 4. We got some Elvis Buzz, and we got the Furiosa Set Pics that we saw. Well, let's just start off the show today by talking about the Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2 trailer that dropped. And we did a full live reaction to it. It's up on the channel now if you want to check it out. But we'll break it down right now. Stranger Things Season 4 Volume 2 trailer teases Eleven and Vecna fight. And Millie Bobby Brown as Eleven. Facing off against Vecna. You know that's going to happen. And she's going to... he's going to get his comeuppance for sure. Because she's awesome. And guys... let's just go to the trailer and look at some of the snapshots here. It's awesome. So let's just go over the basics here that everybody needs to know. Stranger Things Volume 2 comes out next Friday, July 1st, guys. Canada Day of all days. So it's going to be a busy day for me. Here on the channel, we're going to be doing full live watch-alongs for that. So next Friday, there will be no movie news, but in the morning we're going to watch episode 8, and then in the afternoon we're going to watch episode 9, and then after that I'm going to go out to the Canada Day celebrations and have some hot dogs, maybe with a little bit of crowd, and watch the fireworks, because that's going to be a big, long day for me. But guys, let's just get back into this trailer, and we'll go through it shot for shot here. It opens up with Max going back into Vecna's territory there in the Upside Down. Now, we know that Vecna is just kind of like the foot soldier or the general, right, for the big bad guy. And we now know, spoiler alert, we know Vecna's backstory and who he is. So it looks like the crew gets on some kind of a Winnebago. And we saw that in some of the first images that Steve and, it looks like he's looking over at Nancy there, right? So, this trailer, the second time viewing of it, it makes it look like it's going to be, sadly, when they said deaths and stuff, I think Steve is going to bite the bullet, which kind of sucks. Because he's got good chemistry between him and Nance, but also him and Dustin. And I saw a snippet here of Dustin, so there's Dustin getting ready to do battle. Looks like they're on their way. And then the trailer goes in, and we see Eleven saying that she wants to go help her friends, and Brenner says that she's not ready. Once again, Millie Bobby Brown looks awesome. And then you got a shot here of Nance in the hallway at the Institute, so she must get sucked into some kind of a vision or something. I think that's Nance, right? Nancy? Gonna face off against Vecna. I don't know what's happening, but man, that looks awesome. That looks awesome. And then you got these two guys talking with each other, hugging each other, fondling each other. I don't know. Because that's the speculation, guys. Anyway, there's Max. She's using the music, and they use that song again. That's very iconic from episode 5, I think, Dear Billy, On the Run or whatever. So it was very well used in this trailer, and we get the shots of them going back into the Upside Down. We see the team there in Russia. Looks like they're going to get off on underway back to North America, I would think. You would think. Okay, so there's Robin, Nancy, and Steve. Looks like they're in the Upside Down there because you can see the tentacles there on the trailer. So they're going to go and do battle. There's those two guys hugging it out. I don't know why. I shouldn't be laughing at that. I mean, come on. They're friends. They like each other, right? And they want to make sure that everybody's safe. So there's Max again. She's got the headphones on, ready to use her music in case Vecna tries to put her under mind control. Then you see 11 there. And Steve again in the Upside Down. And now I'll go frame by frame here when it goes into the really quick snapshots. So that's Eddie there with Dustin, right? They're going through Maybe Eddie dies. Well, and see, I still think Eddie may die because I don't know how they're going to prove his innocence. Who's this and who's that? I don't know who that is. It's a demigorgon of some kind. Okay, so they're in some kind of a... They're still in Russia there, I think, and he's got weapons. That's Hopper. Demigorgon gets killed, probably. Prepare to witness. Okay, and then it looks like Lucas is going to throw down with Jason, it looks like, at some point here. Jason was the leader of that basketball team. So, he's one of them. Yeah, they duke it out, because maybe he threatens their safety or something. The safety of the Reds. There's Nancy. So, but she's got different pants there. She's got riot gear. So that's not when she's standing in the hallway. I don't know how that's going to pan out. The season finale. Yeah, we know that. There's Vecna in the house. And he sounds very Freddy Krueger-ish in this trailer. Oh, yeah, this shot. Murray with the flamethrower. He's going to get them safe, I think. Yeah, Murray will see them out of there. And then there's this over the Institute or something. There's like, I think this is 11. Oh, and there's the big shot of Eddie with his guitar on top of the trailer playing it. So that'll be his saving grace, right? So that he can't get mind controlled. See a lot more of Vecna with Max. Okay, so there's a lot happening there, and I've already slowed it down quite a bit. Hopper, and then this. Where's this? Oh, so this is the tank there that she was in, the sensory deprivation, right? So she gets out and tries to use her powers or something. Oh, Lucas looks upset about something there. More Russians. Dr. Wagner getting 11 out of there. Now, this is Lucas. Or sorry, this is Dustin. He's yelling at something there. Is this perhaps when Steve dies? Steve dies and he sees it? Or is it when Eddie dies? Because I'm sure he's going to care about either of them, right? So they say that somebody's going to die. I don't know who. But Hopper's fighting. It looks like the Demigorgon there. We see much more of those bats. Big showdown. Looks like that lab entry gets blown up there. So I don't know how that's going to pan out. And then it's just a lot of darkness. And then it's her. Looks like it's she's at the house there, Vecna's house there in the Upside Down. She comes in probably near the end, and they have their big face-off down there in the Upside Down. Because you know that 11 has beefs with Vecna, for sure. So, if you know the revelations at the end of the Volume 1. And that was the trailer, guys. And I felt like it was very well used, that song. So, yeah. Let's take a look at some of the comments, some of the reactions here. Wow, I can't wait for this. I'm going to stop my life just to see Volume 2. By the way, that Running Up the Hill song. Yeah, that's what it is, Running Up the Hill. So, yeah, that was a well-used song. I seriously had my hands over my mouth in absolute awe as my heart pounded to the beat of the music. Can't wait for July 1st. And that's just next Friday, guys. This season is amazingly awesome, for sure. And that's the right sentiment to have. Guys, Stranger Things Volume 2 comes out next Friday, guys. Are you going to join me in the live chat to watch that? Because we'll be watching it next Friday, guys. As I said, episode 8 will be in the morning, episode 9, the finale, 2.5 hours, I think, will be in the afternoon on next Friday. It's going to be a big day. Stranger Things Season 4 wraps up, and that trailer got me hyped. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. You're watching Mirror Domains Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. If you don't know, we're going to be talking about all these big movie news stories for today, and I'll talk with you guys in the live chat if you're there joining me. And we do it daily, 12 p.m. Eastern, Monday to Friday. So come join us someday in the live chat, and I'll be talking with you guys for sure. Furiosa has some set photos that we saw yesterday in the Twitter Roundup. And I thought we would just take a better look at them today. Furiosa Set Images revealed for filming the Mad Max prequel is underway. Now this is a shot from Fury Road, so yeah, CinemaScore has some first set images of George Miller's Furiosa, starring Anya Taylor-Joy is going to be playing Furiosa. So let's just take a look at some of these images blown up. Now we know from Fury Road that she was with these women that were using the motorcycles, so maybe that's what we're seeing here. It's going to be told in a matter of a number of years. It's not going to be a small contained story like Fury Road it was. It's going to be told when she's much younger, all the way to, I'm guessing, to the point where she leaves Immortan Joe. Because I think it does say that they found a young Immortan Joe. Because remember, in Fury Road, when she kills him, she's like, remember me? So there's some past there. And of course, the guy who played Immortan Joe is no longer with us, so they got to find somebody younger anyway. But these set photos, looks like there's going to be some cars with the gun rigs up there and stuff like that. So very, very iconic to that universe. Looks like there's some kind of a gate. Or is that going to be the gates to the Citadel? We may not even see the Citadel. Well, I'm sure if we're going to see Immortan Joe, maybe the Citadel will be there. But yeah, more people on motorcycles. Nobody recognizable. Don't worry about that. But who is going to be recognizable will be Chris Hemsworth when we get to see him, because Chris Hemsworth is going to be playing the villain, Dr. Dementis. And it's not as if he hasn't played the bad guy before. We just saw him play the bad guy in Netflix's Spiderhead, which we did a full live watch along yesterday, guys, on the channel. And if you didn't think that he could play the bad guy before, yes, he can. And he had some juicy stuff that he could sink his acting chops into for that. So it looks like he's going to be a bad guy in this. Prior rumors have described Hemsworth's role as breathtakingly handsome, who possesses an angel's face scarred by deep forehead wounds, stitched together with shiny chrome staples. So when we've seen those chrome staples on that guy who had it on his face like a smile for a Fury Road, and he'll be playing a character named Dr. Dementis. So, well, that could change, but Dr. Dementis sounds fairly interesting. George Miller says he saw Chris initially as a courtesy and then fell in love with the idea he's going to play totally against type, the lead baddie. Unfortunately, we've got to find all of our other characters that aren't around anymore. A new Immortan, a new Bullet Farmer, and a few others. So they're going to find some other characters, like maybe that fat guy who was his brother or something, right? Or that guy who got his eyes shot out. The other people that came to help track down Furiosa and Max in Fury Road. But Immortan Joe will be there, and then he won't be the main bad guy because it's going to be Chris Hemsworth. Dr. Dementis, new set photos, Furiosa. So that's just around the corner, guys. We'll see a lot more. Furiosa is due out May 24th, 2024. Anya Taylor-Joy. I can't wait for it. I think that some of the stuff that we're seeing gets me hyped. Does it get you hyped? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. Elvis. Does Elvis get you hyped? Elvis comes up this week, guys, and we'll take a look at the buzz, but the director, Baz Luhrmann, says that there's a 4-hour cut of the film that exists. Well, that's long, because it's like 2 hours and 39 minutes listed on the IMDb, I believe. Yes, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Elvis, June 24th. So next, this this Thursday, guys, is when Elvis comes out. And apparently, there's a 4-hour cut that'll come out maybe when it comes out on streaming or something like that. Release the Luhrmann cut, hashtag. So, yeah, don't worry. We'll probably see it when it comes out to Blu-ray or the streaming service. You'll have the option to check it out there. But, guys, 4 hours cut. That's a bit long, perhaps, for me. But let's take a look at the buzz for Elvis right now, because it's on the tomato meter. Ooh, 79%. 68 reviews. Huh. Well, that's a bummer. I love the trailers. I thought it looked awesome. And everything that I heard from people talking about it, they said that this guy, Austin Butler, will knock it out of the park as Elvis. So I don't know about that. Let's take a look at some of the snapshot reviews. Here's a good one. We get no real insight into the internal lives of either characters. There's an emptiness to the film when Elvis is not on stage. That could be the point of the movie, but it never acknowledges it. That's a good review? From Movie Mom. That's a good review? Really? What do you guys think? Elvis is too long, too melodramatic, too everything, but it's also often wildly entertaining, Baltimore Magazine says. Well, okay. Too long, well then you won't want to watch the 4-hour cut when that comes out. Let's take a look at one of the bad ones here. The protracted rubbernecking at Elvis's inexorable decline epitomizes a film that regularly walks... What the heck are you talking about here? Let me try this again. The protracted rubbernecking at Elvis's inexorable decline epitomizes a film that regularly backs away from its keenest observations about the icon to merely and superficially bask in his star power. And look at all the big words you used in that slant magazine. What do you guys get out of that? It's just, what did you have, a word quota that you had to use in your review? That's a lot of adjectives, I would say. Too many. Just get to the point, man. So, basically he says that it's, fluff? Raw, gyrating machismo turned Elvis into a god with the power to bring teeny boppers to instantaneous... Ooh, with that word, with a swing of the hips under Lerman's unthrottled tutelage, that overwhelmingly dynamo of charisma made merely loud. Again, guys, what's with the adjectives? Just get with, is that what sells? Do I need to sell mirror domains just like that? Hey guys, we're the best movie news show ever, and you're going to get all your news here, and it's going to make you feel so fulfilled. I don't need to say that. Why the heck would I? No. Hey guys, we just talk about the movie news here, and I try to give it to you as straight as I can, with no fluff, because that's not my bag. That's not my bag. But I guess maybe I do need to start sensationalizing it, if that's what sells. But yeah, you can see it's mixed reviews. 79%, that's a little bit lower than I would like, but it's only 68 reviews. I'm still hyped for it, guys. Are you still hyped for Elvis? I'll be seeing it on Friday because I'm going to be seeing Black Phone on Thursday. And maybe I'll put a poll up on the channel there to see which one you're going to see first, Black Phone or Elvis. It's just that family members want to go see it, so I'm going to go see it with them on Friday afternoon. Elvis. And then pay attention for my straight out of the theater reaction for Elvis. For sure. Yeah, I'll be a little bit late to the game for it, but I don't care. Whatever. Kraven the Hunter! Aaron Taylor Johnson says that Kraven the Hunter film is shot entirely on location. Cool. So that's something that apparently drew Aaron Taylor Johnson to the project. That it wasn't going to be a huge, over-the-top CG production. The actor was particularly interested in the character because he's not an alien or a wizard. He's just a hunter with conviction, an animal lover, and a protector of the natural world. Well, no. What? You can't be a hunter and be a protector of the natural world. Because he wants to hunt down Spider-Man because he is not a lover of the natural world. He's a villain, guys. He went on to describe the character as one of the Marvel's most iconic, notorious anti-heroes. Again with the stop this anti-hero BS. He's a villain. Venom is a villain. Morbius is a villain. You know, Madame Web is a villain. I don't want to see this anti-hero BS. Black Adam is a villain. Now I'm starting to get heated here, guys. I apologize. I'll try to regain my composure. Spider-Man's #1 rival. In addition to his excitement of the character, Taylor Johnson added that Kraven the Hunter is shot entirely on location, so it will still probably have visual effects with the bullets and stuff like that, and them jumping around and stuff like that perhaps, but mostly on location. Kraven the Hunter will have some CGI. However, the environments will be natural instead of digital. And that'll be refreshing to see. That's refreshing because, yes, Shang-Chi was nominated for Best Visual Effects, but you could tell it was shot on a green screen stage. You could tell it was. And it just turned into a big cartoon at the end. But knowing that this will be shot all on natural locations will be very refreshing to see. Kraven comes out June 13th, guys, in the theaters. What do you think? Aaron Taylor Johnson as Kraven. We've seen set photos of him before. Maybe we'll pull some of those up just to refresh. It wasn't him with the jacket on. Kraven the Hunter set photos. Yeah, it's just him like running and stuff like that, guys. Some action pieces. We know that, there he is. He wasn't wearing the coat yet. And we see, I covered these when it came out. So, he's going to have like the long hair. So that's cool. I got no problem with that. Kraven the Hunter, guys, next January. And why is that so small? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments below, and we'll talk about it. Natalie Portman worked out hardcore for Thor 4. Let's talk about it. Natalie Portman details her Thor Love and Thunder workout routine. Well, we know that she got buff. We know she got some muscle packed on there for the shoulders and the arms, and I think she looks awesome. Absolutely spectacular. So the workout routine, I'm sure, was a curiosity of some people out there, some of the fans. I think she's going to be a standout in the film for me. And she's the main reason why I want to check out Thor 4, because not only does she look ripped, but like her costume, the helmet, all of it is going to be awesome. I can't wait for it. Let's take a look at her quote. I trained for a long time before and during, and I was doing the whole protein shakes thing. It really helped me prepare for the level of action that we ended up doing. We had incredible stunt doubles who did the really hard stuff, but there's still a great deal of running and jumping and swords and hammer fighting. It was definitely helpful to be strong. To have that weight of the cape all day, you want to have some upper body strength. Oh, okay, so they didn't do the Superman thing with the CG cape. They actually gave her a proper cape, and that's cool. Yeah. Guys, Thor Love and Thunder is just around the corner too. That's like, if Stranger Things comes out next Friday, Thor Love and Thunder comes out the Friday after that. So pay attention for that. So like we're 2.5 weeks away now from this. And I'll be posting my straight out of the theater for that for sure. My priority will be watching this movie on that day. Because Natalie Portman, I can't wait to see her, guys. A lot of Chris Hemsworth this week too. Hey, when we talked Spiderhead, we talked about Furiosa he's going to be in. Thor Love and Thunder, guys, are you anticipating? Let me know in the comments below. Talking about the MCU, let's talk about Chris Evans. He responds to something. What? Chris Evans reacts to Haley Atwell, Captain Carter, and Doctor Strange 2. Cool. What does he say? Well, I haven't seen Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness yet, but I heard it. I mean, she's perfect for it. She's truly just one of the best actresses I've ever worked with, and just one of those loveliest humans, so I couldn't be happier for her. And she was awesome as Captain Carter. Small role, but it's good to see that Chris Evans has come out, and even though he hasn't seen it, he's gone to bat for her, because I do appreciate Haley Atwell in many, many ways, and Chris Evans doing this kind of stuff, it just paints him as a true mensch. As a true stand-up dude, because he recently came out and talked about that Lightyear movie that came out last week, and talked about the criticisms and stuff like that. So he's always standing up for his properties, the people that he works with. Yeah. So Chris Evans, cool dude. All right, let's talk about Lord of the Rings. The Rings of Power boasts the most action ever? Huh. Well, Lord of the Rings of Power has more action than any show, says the showrunners, the producers. Okay, well, we know that this is coming out this year, guys. And we've seen the teasers for this, but let's take a look at the quote from J.D. Payne and Patrick McKay in an interview with Empire. Have said, they're the showrunners for this. So they said the show has a lot of action in it, more so than any television or streaming show we've ever seen. Every episode has set pieces, creatures, battles, and white-knuckle fights to the death. But instead of having 10,000 orcs fighting 10,000 men, what's it like to have one orc in your face? In your kitchen? That's weird. What's it like trying to kill an orc when you've never killed an orc before? Yeah, well, we saw from the teasers that it looks like there's going to be lots of battles, which rubs some people the wrong way because I guess they're not paying enough respect to the lore. But I don't care about that. Guys, we will be watching these episodes, full-length reactions and reviews here on the channel Mirror Domains. When this comes out, what's the release date for this, guys? September 2nd on Prime. Now, I don't own Prime, but I'll track down, maybe I'll just buy a subscription for a month and then cancel it so we can watch this series together on the channel because it's going to be talked about. And I know that some of the visual effects look a little bit questionable. I'll give it that, but it's apparently the most expensive show ever, and it's going to have the most action ever for Lord of the Rings of Power. It's quite the boast. Hopefully it lives up to that boast. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Our Glass Vikings in the live chat says Rings of Power must be cutting down on the running sequences. The running sequences. Yeah, perhaps. Steve-O talks about Bam Margera being cut from, well, Jackass Forever, which is still probably one of my favorite films of the year so far. Just a fun movie. And I liked 4.5. God, that sushi scene was gross. But anyway, Steve-O opens up on Bam Margera's firing, and it says that it was tough love. And, well, here was this situation, guys. They all came back for this. And you know that they're friends. You know that they care about each other. And, Steve-O, Bam, and Knoxville are like the core of what Jackass is. And it was a bummer that he couldn't hold it together for the fourth film. But it sounds like maybe the healing process has started. So I'll read this part from the first part of this quote. If I said it on a comment on Instagram, Steve-O says, if I say it now, it's really how I feel. The way Jackass treated Bam by making him take drug tests, by telling him that his contract required him to be sober for the movie. What it was that they loved him, they cared about him, and it's the same people that organized an intervention which saved my life. So these people were putting their foot down and said that it was the same people that helped him were going to help Bam, but it didn't work. Bam had so many interventions. He was locked up in so many rehabs. By the time they were making this movie, there was really nothing. They thought maybe if we try this, you can be in the movie if you get healthy and stay sober. It was the last effing thing that they had to try. On the promise of millions of dollars, and you're going to be in the movie, and even still, he just didn't have the power to stay sober and healthy. It was the first time ever that Bam had any consequences. It wasn't that they were trying to single him out. Everybody would have loved to have him in the movie. Thank you for saying that. It would have been better for the movie. Everybody would have loved that. And as I said, he's part of the team. He's part of the crew. And it was a bummer for him not to be there. But when you have those problems, you got to get them sorted out, because there was a huge mess that came out of all that stuff, right? Because of like these lawsuits that he wanted to launch because he wasn't in the right mind frame, and the threat of him leaving the movie because he would lose out on the revenues and stuff was like one of their last ditch efforts. So he'd been playing the victim card. I want Bam to acknowledge that they did it by kicking him out of Jackass. It came from the same people who saved my life by putting their foot down and forced me into a psych ward nobody wanted. Everybody loves Bam and only wants him to be happy and healthy, and they put in front of that movie, it's tough love, and that's what it was. So Bam, sounds like he's been starting to put the pieces of his life back together. He had just recently completed 1 year of drug and alcohol treatment, though fans have been concerned since he left Florida rehab. But still, man, he's still trying to put the pieces together. I think, even if he can't come back to work on films again, I just want to make sure that they've found their peace as friends, right? If we can't enjoy them as a public, in the public together, I hope they, like him, and especially him and Knoxville, can make peace, because that's what I want. And that's pretty much where I stand on that, guys. What do you think about that? It's kind of tender. It's a tough situation. But I'm glad that Steve-O's talking about it, because I think that talking about it, and because they are public figures, they kind of have to announce it too, because people ask all the time. I think making those kinds of public statements, acknowledging what your thought processes were and stuff, helps the healing process. And hopefully it ends with them making peace. Talking about people getting their feathers ruffled, though, Bradley Cooper is in the headlines because apparently he was mocked recently. So let's take a look at this. Bradley Cooper says famous director mocked him for having 7 Oscar nominations. Go F yourself. What's this? This is up on Variety. I'm a Bradley Cooper fan. Who isn't? He's Rocket, and I liked him in a number of things, actually. Midnight Meat Train, Silver Linings Playbook. Even in the A-Team, he's good, guys. Wedding Crashers, yeah, come on, he's awesome. So apparently, he was at a party. He went to a party where he met with a famous director who made a joke about his 7 nominations. Cooper was joined at the party by a friend, a famous actress, and that actress had 3 Oscar nominations under her belt. The director, the famous director, told Cooper, "What world are we living in where you have 7 nominations and she's only got 3? What?" So there's some shade there. I'd give that. I'm like, bro, why are you such an a-hole? Cooper said, "I would never effing forget that. Go F yourself." So yeah, that's, well, is that justified? Or is he being touchy? Some people think that he's being a little bit too touchy. Hey, you got 7 Oscar nominations. There's nothing wrong with that, but maybe it was just the manner, the tone. It was all the tone sometimes. The director, this famous director. Now, this article doesn't go on to say who this famous director is. I mean, come on. You don't want to put these beefs out in the public if you can keep it under the rug, but he's just saying that this happened. So he goes on to say, "I saw your movie, you deserve the nom," Cooper said. I was like, what? What? I'm sorry, what? The nom? Then like 10 or 20 minutes later, I'm not kidding, I passed her going to the bathroom, and she mouths it, the nom. So he was upset about it, and it was a female director. Who would that female director be? Catherine Bigelow? No, I don't even want to speculate. I don't. That's just poor behavior. It's bad form. Confused why he took offense to the female director's remark. She was complimenting him on his work. Was she? Same. I'm very confused. I don't understand at all what was offending about her remark. Offensive, not offending. Hey, as I said, guys, it all could be in the tone. It's in the tone. It's kind of like, do you really want that ice cream cone? Or, do you really want that ice cream cone? Or it's kind of like, do you really need that ice cream cone? Right? Damn straight I need that ice cream cone. And I need a hot dog with some kraut. Ooh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, sometimes it's not put in the best ways, and it's all about tact. It's about the way you deliver something. And I guess it wasn't delivered all that well. Hey, it's on Variety, it's on the big trades, and I thought we would talk about it. Because, as I said, I do like Bradley Cooper. And bummer, man. And I'm sure they'll sort that out. It won't get into the big, hopefully not big beefs situation, but whoever that female director is, I guess they're not going to work together. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. All right, let's talk about Jaws. Jaws debate. Well, it is just 4th of July is just around the corner. Jaws is a summer movie, and we got to keep those beaches open, right, guys? Jaws, the internal debate over who wrote the iconic USS Indianapolis speech, and this is on the Hollywood Reporter. A bit of a slow news day on the big trades, guys. So there was this debate as to who wrote the script, the monologue that Robert Shaw there gave. So let's take a look at this article. Because it's fun. Jaws is one of my favorite movies of all time, for sure. And it's up for debate because Spielberg has thoughts about it. There seems to be no debate that it was the late Howard Sackler who conceived the Indianapolis moment when he penned it in only 2 paragraphs. Spielberg explained in a featurette, the director recognized that the moment, if done right, could be an extraordinary character study of Quint. And it was, most definitely. It gave us a lot more insight, and it was an awesome moment. And thus begins the debate. In the featurette, Spielberg said he asked John Milius, who contributed to dialogue polishes, to take a crack at the speech, as it needed to be beefed up in order for him to capture the moment as he saw it in his mind's eye. Milius is said to have dictated the speech over the phone, which resulted in a 10-page monologue, which basically is very close to what's in the movie. Well, no, it's not, because script pages, it's usually you try to round out a one page of script is supposed to be like about 1 minute. A 10-minute dialogue, it wasn't that. Maybe they filmed 10 minutes of it. Well, that could be. But it was cut down for sure. So there's that debate on who gets credit, John Milius or Howard Sackler. It's up to you guys if you defend on who's really there. But once again, it just draws it to recognition of how awesome Jaws was. But ultimately, it was Robert Shaw who delivered that monologue and made it so iconic with his performance. And I think that's what's more important, to me at least, because that was just a great moment in Jaws. And I thought, well, it was a bit of an interesting read up on the Hollywood Reporter. If you want to go check that out, by all means, go do. Our Glass Viking says, my friend's father did Robert Shaw's autopsy. Oh. Really? Our Glass Vikings also says, let's look... looks like a gentle roast rather than being mocked. Bradley's 7 Oscar nods is an achievement in itself. Ironically, he may eventually be an Oscar winner under said lady director. Yeah, maybe, but I don't think they'll work together after that, since by the impressions that I got from the article, it sounds like he didn't take it that way. But we'll have to see how this works out. Okay, so there's one more story that's in the description, but not here on the cards, guys. Because it's really not that much. Universal teases Fast and Furious 10 with first look at Jason Momoa. Well, we've seen set photos of him riding a motorcycle up the stairs and stuff like that. Touts packed diverse slate at Cine Europe. Cine Europe. So Cine Europe's presentation is today in Barcelona, and will offer a first glimpse at Fast and Furious 10, including Jason Momoa and Brie Larson. So I'm sure some footage or some photos of this will come out during the day, and we'll check it out tomorrow. Hopefully, it'll be out tomorrow, and we'll take a look at that. So, yeah, the Louis Leterrier, directed 10th installment is currently in production and will be released next summer. So, yeah, as I said, it's not a huge story, but yeah, Universal's releasing some of their slate, so it'll give us a little bit more information, a little bit more photos, hopefully. Other footage includes Puss in Boots: The Last Witch, which we saw the trailer for last week. Beast, with Idris Elba against a lion. I can't wait to see more of that. With Charlton Copley. Bond producer Barbara Broccoli sent a message to introduce a behind-the-scenes look at Till, the MGM drama about Emmett Lewis Till, the legacy of his mother who pursued justice for her lynched son, which releases into a words corridor. Shyamalan has also taped a video to talk up his knock at the cabin. Nolan has sent out a message for Oppenheimer. So this is just statements. It's not going to be footage from Oppenheimer. But that'll be cool. As I said, it's not a huge story. It's just kind of an awareness check. Cine Europe, Universal. So we'll be anticipating any kind of news from that for sure. Okay, guys, what are we at? 12:40. So this has been kind of a quick show today. As I said, it's not been a whole lot to talk about. I tried to fill it up with as much as I could, including the Stranger Things talk there. It was going to take priority for sure. And as I said, if you haven't been aware that we do the full live watch-alongs here on the channel, I hope you guys can join us for that, because next Friday is going to be a huge day, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys can come join us for that. So let's just go and do what we normally do. We'll do the Twitter roundup, and then we'll see how we're sitting at then. So there's no news there for that. Let's refresh the old Twitter page and get underway here. Film updates. Oh, and yeah, okay, so talking about that Stranger Things, there was a rumor out there that we'll talk about here in a moment. First look at Netflix's series Keep Breathing, starring Melissa Barrera and Austin Stowell. Melissa Barrera was in Scream 5, and she was awesome in that. What's this? It follows a lone plane crash survivor who must battle an unforgiving wilderness and her past personal traumas to stay alive. Oh, God, I wrote a script exactly like that. Oh, man, I really got to get my act together and start trying to produce some of this stuff so I can build up to making some of this stuff, because I wrote a story where a girl gets lost out in the woods on her own and has to survive. Oh, but okay, so we got this movie, Keep Breathing. It's a series, though. This is a series with Melissa Barrera from Scream 5. I'll be checking that out. Sounds interesting. And I just want to make sure that it doesn't follow the same kind of tropes that I'll be having in my script. Ooh, it looks like she's got a flip phone, a razor of some kind, maybe. Razor. I miss my razor. I miss the simpler times. Bushcraft. That's what it's called, right? I watch a few bushcraft people on YouTube. Some of those girls that go out there and do that all by themselves. Very brave. So there she's in the plane. Is that all we got? Very interesting. Okay, so we got the trailer there again. It's talking 1.7 million views. Guys, as I said, it's going to be hot. It's going to be hot. It rocks. One thing I do want to talk about this that came up in rumor. See if I can stop it on an image of her. Millie Bobby Brown rumor. Okay, come on. There she is. Millie Bobby Brown rumor. The big rumor that's sort of out there right now is that she's been courted to be in a Star Wars project for like $12 million. Now, I haven't been able to find any more substantiating evidence that will corroborate that claim. But there's the rumor out there that she's going to be in a Star Wars project of some kind. 12 million, I don't know if it's going to be a series or a movie. We know that the Taika Waititi project is just around the corner. That's supposed to be out by next year. Could she be in Rogue Squadron? Who knows? But if she's going to be in a Star Wars project, I always thought that she would have been a nice Princess Leia if they rebooted. Like if they got to the point where they were going to remake episodes 4, 5, and 6, or just tell another backstory with Leia, she would have been a perfect fit. But I know some people there don't like that, and I saw that on the Reddit forums, that the reactions to her being like a Leia, they didn't like that. So that's the rumor, and if I find anything more about that, we'll talk about that more tomorrow. Our Viking says that girl looks as if she's signaling with a mirror to attract the attentions of passing planes. A mirror. Or maybe she's just trying to use the reflections. Or maybe you're saying that this is a makeup. Okay, so maybe that's like a makeup thing with the mirror there. Okay, so maybe that's not a flip phone. I just saw it and it looks like kind of like a flip phone. Let me just check. Okay, so here's my old razor. Let's see. Yeah. Sorry, I got to think of these angles that you guys see these at. This is weird to think about it, but it's kind of like that, right? That's what you see. That's what I was thinking was. I thought it was kind of like them holding it like this, but maybe not. Maybe I got it wrong. Maybe you were right that it's not a razor. Man, I wish I missed this thing. It was so small you could put it in your pocket. Yeah, a compact is what they call it. Interesting. All right, let's continue on with the Twitter roundup here. Anne Hathaway photographed by Collier Schur for Interview magazine. I like the black and white. I like Anne Hathaway. Fairly daring. That's very, very daring. Guys, I tell you what. I was recently rewatching Dark Knight Rises, and okay, well, obviously, if somebody said, "Who's your favorite Catwoman?" hands down, if you hold, it's going to be Michelle Pfeiffer. But I think she's got to be my second one, and that includes how awesome Zoe Kravitz was in the Batman. I still, because she's got the long legs and the long hair, and Anne Hathaway, she was awesome as Catwoman. She was, for sure. She's awesome all around. Not Okay, starring Zoe Dutch and Dylan O'Brien, will be released on Hulu. And I think there was a trailer for this that was dropped today too. Dylan O'Brien, people pitched him to be the replacement for The Flash, and I'd be up for that. I'd agree on that. Have him come in as a post-credit scene. I don't even know what this is about. Not Okay on Hulu. Since I don't have Hulu, I guess I didn't prioritize watching this trailer. The film will have. This film contains an unlikable female protagonist. Kind of provocative. Can't go wrong with Elizabeth Olsen at Cannes Lions Festival today. Yep. Cool. Zendaya. Smart Water. Commercial for Smart Water. I don't know what Smart Water is. Is that just bottled water? I'm sorry, guys. I just use a Brita. Jonathan Bailey, Rajay John Page at Giorgio Armani fashion show. I like the shirt. Interesting. Could have done without that. Come on, guys. Nobody wants to see that. Stephen Wen for GQ Korea. Because he's going to be in Nope. Interesting shades. Yeah, I don't know all these like the fashion. I don't understand it sometimes. He's got like this big bulky coat on. Florence Pugh and Harry Styles' first poster. Well, it's not the first poster because we saw this last week. And we saw the motion poster of this where it kind of glitches. There's a glitch and it flips upside down. You'll win the bet if it is a flip phone. Depends on what year it is sent in. Art Glass says, yeah, but I'm sure it's probably makeup. It's probably makeup. Teaser for Not Okay. What's this? Teen Wolf. Wolf Pack. So they're making something called Wolf Pack. New photos from Pretty Little Liars Original Sin. Okay, so I think that's where we ended off yesterday. All right. Yeah. I think that's pretty much it for today, guys. I'm not seeing a bunch more. I guess I can show you that article up on Star Wars about Millie, just to give you guys a little bit more of a context as to where it's coming out from. Let's go over to the Reddit pages. We haven't gone over there in a while. Rumors. People, guys in their Gage lately. First reaction to Obi-Wan's final episode. One of my favorite moments in all Star Wars happens in the finale. Deborah Chow nailed it. Good, and we're going to be watching that tomorrow, guys. The finale for Obi-Wan. For sure, on this channel. Okay, so where's that rumor with Millie? It's just book stuff, bounty hunters. This was last night, so this page gets filled up with a lot of stuff fairly quickly. Maybe it was taken down. Huh. 10 days ago. Maybe they took it down because it wasn't real. But I saw it in here. This is where I saw it. Or I skipped over it. 7 days ago. 6 days ago. Anyway, it's boring. And it's not substantiated by any big trades. So I just thought it was worth talking about. But I guess not. Oh, there we go. Probable. Stranger Things, Millie Bobby Brown, and star Secret Disney Talks, £11 million. Yeah, so probable BS. Okay, that's what the, yeah, 12 mil. Yeah, so probable BS, but it's out there. Sometimes, you know, I do keep my eye on these forums just to see where rumors are and stuff like that. And I try not to see anything like that. Okay, guys, it's 12:52, so I guess we do got some time today. Let's play some guitar because I don't know what else I'm going to do today. I'm going to publish a few more of those Get to Know James episodes, those quick episodes. But it's going to get hot this week too, so I may not be doing as much material as I want to this week. Ow. Oh yeah, I wanted to work with this. Because if I end it like this, that's an A. A goes down. A goes to a G or a D because it's a D. It's supposed to be an electric song, so I'm thinking like a very much dance beat to that, like a dun 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 dun. kind of like my homage to what those sliding songs and like. Have to go resolve to a G. No, it's D major. No, it's not. It's not. Not if I'm doing this. That would be D mixolydian then, right? So it would be actually A minor. Because sounds weird though. Yeah, that sounds. It doesn't sound right. If I just use A5. Yeah. Once again, just working it on one string helps you out quite a bit. Some people get bogged down sometimes, like including me, trying to promote it to multiple strings too quickly and just figuring something out on one string. Because you got all the notes that are there between 12 frets. can't sing this one as well. I don't even think I tried to sing Penny Royalty. One of the rare choruses, maybe, that Kurt doesn't sing. He uses more than 2 notes for a chorus. Cool, Hourglass. I'll see you on Friday then, man. Enjoy your 2 days away. As I said, it's not going to be much here today, this week anyway. Better royalty. Alright guys, I think that's it for today. See you tomorrow for more movie news. And in case I missed anything, guys, you know it's a 24-hour news cycle. If I missed it today, if it's a huge trailer, it'll be up. And by tomorrow, for sure. We'll talk more movie news here on Mirror Domains.